My name is Henry Goetze, class of 1975. We were the class that wore the dragon red caps and gowns. I'd never seen so many people with tears of ambivalence than I did on that graduation day. We wanted to stay as much as we needed to go. Now, it just doesn't seem right that I should be getting this award. After all, Oneonta has already given me so very much. Oneonta gave me a place to find myself through liberal arts education. At first, I wanted to be a marine biologist, but hated learning about the life cycle of mushrooms. Then I worked in the cartography lab and considered myself to be an up-and-coming city planner. And finally, in my junior year, I declared my psychology major. Oneonta gave me Dr. Raymond Rainville. He was a blind professor who offered me a work-study job to be his assistant. With Ray's encouragement, I went on to enjoy a 44-year career as a psychologist. I used to go to the library to fetch Ray's journal articles and would read them to him. He then offered me a teaching assistant role in history and systems class, and he spurred me on to 2 master's degrees and a doctorate. Oneonta also gave me a career in which I've never had a boring day in all of these years. Dr. Rainville had a class in sleep and dreams, and our laboratory was in Old Main. While students these days get to ceremonially pass through the pillars when they enter and graduate, I got to pass through them on my way to the sleep lab. My father was dying in my sophomore year, and my dreams were all about confronting his death. This sort of class is really, really unique. I don't know another psychologist that had an experience of a dream lab as an undergraduate, no less as a graduate. Some 30 years after leaving Oneonta, I ran into Dr. Rainville at the O'Hare Airport. As we waited for our flights out, Ray recalled dreams that I had had 3 decades ago. He was an impressive intellect. Oneonta gave me the role of resident assistant in the dorms for 3 years. I loved being in the role of helper, and this cemented my commitment to becoming a psychologist, as well as giving me the means by which to earn my way through graduate school as a dorm director and later as an assistant director of residential life. Oneonta also gave me a community apprenticeship where I worked at the psychiatric ward in Bassett Hospital in Cooperstown. Oneonta gave me exposure to some tough baseball coaches like Axtell and Flewelling. I learned how to feel grounders off the hardwood floor in the gym when it was snowing outside. And to this day, I'm still playing on Vail's hospital team, the Scrubs. And I'm proud to be the oldest guy in the league. Oneonta gave me college camp and stoked my love of skiing. I would catch a van to college camp, pay 25 cents for rentals and 50 cents for a lift ticket, and then ski all afternoon. Well, I'm still skiing in Vail, where I live in Colorado, and I had 90 days on the hill last season. Oneonta taught me lessons in love to a pretty, smart, vivacious, and talented girl from Phippy. She was a star in the theater department, and for a while, she was my star. Oneonta has also given me lifelong friends, and a bunch of them will be joining me in June for my 50th reunion. So, Oneonta, I thank you for all you've already given me. Thank you, Dr. Goetze, for nominating me, and to the committee for selecting me for this award.